Hold on a second. Hold on a second, it's live. Hold on. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this edition of the Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving edition of Paw Talk. I'm here with, check this out, bam. I'm here with, back with Haley, back with our normal Paw Talk hosts, and oh my God, the day after Thanksgiving, and we're working. We had a big debate on whether or not today was an actual holiday.
I consider it a holiday.
Or if it was just an excuse not to work. I don't know.
It's more of an excuse not to work,
one of
but
those,
that's okay.
One of those things you like, I don't know. Maybe it could be a holiday.
But we're here for the animals.
It's a shopping holiday, but yes, we are here for the animals. And a little bit later, we're going to be at the thrift store, which we'll talk about. So if you're out and about, you can certainly come and see us at the thrifty store. But oh my gosh, what do we have? So Haley wasn't here last week, so we had well, no, she was just here. Wasn't here for.
I missed a lot. I was gone all of last week. My daughter was actually in the ICU, so she's better, and I'm back.
You're back,
yeah.
But you were still here for part of the week.
Yeah, I mean,
And we had
this past week. I mean, did a half day Monday, and then I've been here pretty much the rest of the time.
So I was looking back at my calendar to try to figure out what we did last week. We had, I believe, a couple people came and got some animals, foster animals. Mm-hmm. And we do have a couple new dogs today, don't we?
We do. What's the little Scruffy? Scruffy's his name, actually.
Yeah, Scruffy.
Scruffy.
We have a new dog that came from the shelter in Mountain City, and he showed up on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday evening.
And don't know his whole story yet, but he's a very cute, smaller dog. I think he's 4 years old, and he's probably 13 pounds, I think is what we came up with, 14 pounds. I'll have a picture of him I'll post on the Facebook in a little bit. But he's just probably wasn't taken care of all that well. He did have some mats around his face, around his feet. And he's possibly going to go get a dental cleaning next week just because of the amount of just wear and tear on his teeth. But he's came into our system. We had some kittens that came back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're Foster's out of town for Thanksgiving.
Foster's out of town, so we do have 4 more kittens.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a dog that went to a foster home. Went to Cheryl's.
Mm-hmm. Cheryl came and got Letty.
Letty, I think that's what it was. Letty.
Letty was on a trial adoption that didn't work out, unfortunately, due to no fault of her own.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is.
She's just timid. She was nervous with the male in the household.
That is right.
Yeah.
And do we have another dog coming back today, Churro?
Yes, Churro
Okay.
should be. I think Churro comes back.
Was Churro on a foster trial?
No, that was a foster that just didn't. It wasn't a good fit for that home. Yeah.
And I think that's a really good point because we had talked about on last week's Paw Talk the importance of having the right home for the animal because not always. It just sometimes just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Dogs and cats and kittens and puppies, I mean, they have personalities and sometimes they clash with the humans, and so it's just not a good fit for them. So, completely understandable. Now, this week, let's kind of recap what we're doing this week. Today is going to be a very busy day.
It is very busy. So we have an adoption event here at the office from 1 to 5. It's going to be a Black Friday event. We're going to do adoption specials on the dogs and puppies and same for the cats and kittens. So that's going to take place here at the office. So it's just a walk-in, no appointment necessary type adoption event.
And that's from, I think it starts at 1 o'clock.
1 to 5.
1 to 5 p.m. And our address, I need to put something, it's 2101 West Walnut Street, Johnson City. So it's a super simple drive. It's pretty much centrally located in Johnson City. It's over by the ETSU Kroger. So that's 2101 West Walnut Street. And we also have our information too. If you go to the website or give us a call, you can check that out and you can get the address and GPS or whatever. We are also doing a adoption event at the mall this weekend.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's exciting.
So they have the Rescue Me Adoption Center, which is actually, it's owned and managed by the Washington County Animal Shelter. But they had an opening, a spot for us to be able to adopt our animals out this weekend. So we're going to take full advantage of that. We're going to be there on Sunday, and I believe it's like 12 to 4, 12 to 5, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to have any puppies there, but definitely kittens and cats.
I think they're planning on bringing puppies. I looked at the Facebook event and it says puppies too. So
Okay.
hopefully.
So that's kind of a different environment for us. It's it's a great facility. I don't know if you've ever been there, but they've got a lot of great things. It's really, it's set up for adoptions, and it's in the mall. It's over by Belk, the Belk Women's Store, and it's just through the main entrance. Once you go into the main part of the mall, and there's a little shop there, and you can come and check everything else out. Today for the Black Friday sales, we're going to be at the Wags to Riches thrift store, which is at 2450 West Walnut Street. And I think we're going to have a couple sales going on, but primarily we're going to be selling these amazing 16-piece comforter sets.
They're very, very nice.
Love the comforters. Love Home Shopping Network for making just an amazing donation for us. Because we not only use them for the animals, but we're also passing on these great deals to people that shop at the thrift store. And we're going to do one for $20 or two for $30. And they're brand new. I mean, they're brand new comforters.
Tons of colors to choose from.
A lot of different colors. We mostly have king size. We have a couple queens. So it's going to be first come, first serve on that. But But my face was off the screen. But it really is. They're great. And we talked a little bit about the thrift store last week, so if you missed that video, make sure you go back and check it out on our Facebook and our YouTube. But 100% of the proceeds go directly to the animals, and there's a lot of organizations, sometimes you just don't know where the money goes, or maybe 50% goes to the animals, 50% goes to something else. This, I can assure you, every bit of money that we raise at the thrift store goes directly right back into the animal programs that we have. And we have a ton of different animal programs, and everyone is in some way or another funded by thrift store proceeds. So it's great. So come out and see us at the Wags to Riches. I will be there most of the day. Haley will be there most of the day. So come out and say hello. Make sure you get these, make great gift items. And again, they're brand new, 16 pieces. Comforter, sheet sets, pillowcases, the shams,
the
decorative pillows, the skirts. I feel like I've only mentioned 10 items, so there's 6 other bonus items in there.
There's something there that fills up those
there's
No,
16.
there's a bunch of pillows, decorative pillows. There's a lot of those actually, so that's probably the remainder. It's enough. I mean, it fills the bed. I have a comforter set, and I actually made it up the other day with all the pillows and everything. It looks very nice.
All right. So, what do you have to talk about today?
Well, I had planned to make a video, although life got hectic as per usual, and I didn't get a chance to, but I wanted to talk a bit about feeding animals around the holidays, because we know when we're cooking, say, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, our animals are always there begging for food. So there are some safe and unsafe foods. You can always give your animals, whether this be a cat or a dog, sweet potatoes. They need to be boiled or baked with no butter, sour cream, salt, or pepper. So no seasonings for the potatoes. Just make sure they're nice and plain. You can always do turkey meat as long as there's no bones or skin there. Green beans, peas, pumpkin, which pumpkin in general is great for dogs especially. It's very good for their digestion. We always recommend doing pureed pumpkin. Of course, not pumpkin pie filling or anything like that. Just pureed canned pumpkin. And then frozen yogurt is actually okay. Not ice cream froyo, but just yogurt. Mm-hmm. And then harmful foods would be bones, because bones can splinter off and that can cause issues internally. Stuffing is extremely salty, so you wouldn't want to give anything with that. Any kind of casserole, and this goes for pretty much everything on this list. So casseroles, mashed potatoes, creamed peas, onions, scallions, and garlic. All of this has too much spice and too much salt. Sodium is very detrimental to cats and dogs, so they can only have it in limited amounts. and usually there's enough sodium in what they take in from their food alone, so any additional could be very harmful. And of course, if they were to ever get into something, you would want to call the pet poison helpline, which we don't have their number, but you can Google it and it'll be on there. So that, and then Jordan, our coworker here, she had a wonderful idea to go over poisonous plants. So there's a bunch for holidays that, obviously, poinsettias, those are very poisonous. The sap from the leaves can cause nausea and vomiting. Holly and mistletoe is dangerous as well. Lilies and daffodils. Lilies are most dangerous for cats. It can lead to gastrointestinal issues. Let's see. The bulbs of daffodils, even for dogs and cats, are toxic. If they eat them, it can cause kidney failure. Christmas cactus can cause irritation. I don't think it's necessarily detrimental, but obviously they don't want to eat that if they can help it.
No Christmas cactus.
No Christmas cactus. And Christmas trees actually are not good for animals. Live ones. I don't know if you knew that. But the oil from the real fir trees can be irritating to a pet's mouth and stomach, can cause vomiting, and pine needles can cause issues with stomach punctures.
Okay.
Yep.
And I think the seasoning thing is the big thing. You know, people don't realize that, you know, they look at it, oh, it's turkey. Well,
Right, but
here
think of
you
how
go.
much salt we put on the turkey.
Salt and
Yeah.
brine and
Yeah.
seasonings and everything else. And I think that's really where it gets the animals in trouble. And again, a lot of these things, I mean, they're not fatal, but they're not just not healthy for the
Exactly.
animals, and it can
Asbestos,
contribute towards
really.
issues, especially if it's happening on a regular basis with the table scraps and stuff like that, where it can cause to, I guess, bigger problems down the road.
Yeah. In the future, we would love to make videos with recipes that are healthy for dogs using the safe ingredients that I listed. I think that'd be fun to come up with dog treats,
That
dog
actually would be
cookies.
fun.
Yeah. That'd be something we could do here on camera. Maybe from home. We'd need a kitchen area, but that would be very fun.
That actually, that would be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to be doing a new product testing
And this
bit.
is news to me,
Yeah,
so let's see how this goes.
I'm very excited. I was doing some Black Friday shopping yesterday, and I came across some cool gadgets, dog gadgets. So I ordered some. Of course, it's not sponsored by anybody, just myself and my son Aiden. And so we ordered some things. So that's gonna be a lot of fun, because I think there's so many gadgets and little things and toys and stuff that you can buy your animal. And
Yeah. We should do a weekly product test.
A
So
week.
next week I'm going to have to get something.
I don't know if I
right?
can afford. Yeah, well,
We'll give it $10
we'll
and under.
we'll afford a monthly product testing and everything else. So look for that. We need to reach. We need a ton of help. Haley and I were talking about. We've talked about it a couple times, but we've got our new foster program, our Linda Paw Veteran Foster Program, and we are reaching out to the public because we desperately need help with that. You know, the big problem. Well, in a nutshell, so the program is for us to care for a veteran's animals while they're in need of medical care, or any sort of care where they're just not going to be able to watch their animals.
Right.
And it's usually 30 days at the maximum amount, maybe a little bit more. But so the way it would work is through the VA, the caseworker or social worker would call us and say this individual needs to have a procedure done. They need to have their animals cared for 30 days. Can we help? And we'd like to be able to say yes. The holdback that we're having with this program, though, is having a pool of people that we can call at a moment's notice.
Exactly. We just don't have that right now. We have general fosters, and to do the Linda Paw, it's a separate ordeal. So, we need fosters set for this program alone. And we need suggestions as to who to reach out to. We've got some ideas, but with it being the holidays, it's been difficult to really get a hold of many people. But just if you have ideas on who we could contact, or just organizations in general that you think would be interested in assisting, we need all the help we can get, because we want this to take off. And we receive multiple calls a week of veterans needing help, and it hurts to turn people away. We don't want to do that.
We'd like to be able to say at one point to be able to offer it. I mean, to 100% of the people that call, and unfortunately, our percentage is just not anywhere close to being that right now. And just like anything else in the animal world, we cannot, for the most part, we can't schedule when people have a need.
Right.
You know, God forbid that somebody has a heart attack, but it happens, and it happens usually at the most inconvenient time for somebody.
Yeah.
So we want them to be able to have the reassurance that we are going to take care of their animals. Because that's the last thing. When somebody's recovering from something or going through a procedure at all, the last thing that they ever need to worry about is their animals.
Right.
So please, if it's something that you'd like to get involved with, you can send me a email to my email, and just, you know, send me your name, your phone number, and that specifically you'd like to be a part of the Lend a Paw program. Lend a Paw, and that's our veteran assistance program to be able to help veterans in our area. So that's please help. We're gonna have probably some volunteer opportunities, big ones coming up over the next couple weeks. Not necessarily here at the Humane Society, but at our thrift store. We're getting things ready for, well, we're already, halfway through the holiday season, but, you know, with retail, things are always 2 or 3 months in advance. So we're already getting things ready for our next couple of holidays. We have a large storage area that we will need quite a few people to help move things around, get things donated to other organizations, cleaning, things of that nature. We'll also be working on getting our building here decorated and ready to go for Christmas. So that's a big undertaking, because a lot of our Christmas decorations are either already are at the thrift store, or squirreled away here in one of our numerous little storage hiding areas. So having to pull everything out and get it decorated.
We actually were talking about where we put the decorations from last year, because we don't remember. We don't know.
We all have our, we're a great team, but we all have our different styles of cleaning. We'll just put it that way.
Yes.
Some people, hide things and then smooth those piles to different areas.
Yeah, someone is a new over here.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. So yes, it's all me, but that's okay. Because,
it is okay.
Because we all do our part. And then, of course, tearing things down. We are also looking for great fundraising ideas. We have we're always in need for fundraising for monetary donations, and we would love to partner with a group, an organization out there to do something. Yeah. We've talked about doing holiday pictures. We've, some groups want to do like drives for us and raise, collect food goods or supplies or money or...
Jordan and I were brainstorming, whatever day we were here together, Monday, and she came across this really great website. It had an article with all sorts of different ideas, and one that we thought would be really fun goes along with the recipes that we were talking about, but doing a pet bake sale. So, okay, Cody, just put it on yourself there. A pet bake sale, and so, to consider possibly raising funds for the animals here by selling baked goods, not only for humans, but for pets too.
I think that would be good. I think that would also tie in good with my winter barbecue. Yes,
that's a good idea though, is winter barbecue. Winter weenie roast.
I was changing the camera and I apologize to Haley. I didn't realize. Midway through, I don't know if you can see the cat bottom bits of the plexiglass behind us. I don't know. That's Buttercup there.
Oh my gosh.
That is Buttercup. She enjoys looking out the window and watching the world go by. And it's just, I think, it's just one of those unique things about working at the Humane Societies. You have...
The best part is it doesn't faze us. There's nothing. It's like, there's a cat up there.
Just a cat
on
walking
the ceiling.
around. And it's great when we have
Yeah.
several cats that are out because it will all be running back and forth on there. We are doing the Johnson City Christmas Parade
Yes.
for sure.
That is the first one. So we are actually enrolled in the Johnson City and the Jonesboro. So let me make sure I've got my days and times. The Johnson City is the 4th at 10 a.m. So that's the morning one. Jonesboro is going to be at night. It's going to be at 6 p.m. on the 11th. So they're back-to-back weekends. So we're very excited for that. Johnson City, we've pretty much gotten taken care of. Jonesboro, we may need some volunteers for. That's something we'll probably put out something here in the next little bit, asking for some volunteers to help get that set up. But we're really excited for both of them.
We are. It's just always great to be a part of any sort of public event, especially to get our name out and everything.
Yep.
Gosh, I'm trying to think. I think that's about it. We wanted to make it kind of short and sweet today because I know we have a lot of things going on.
We are going to be very busy today.
But like I said, the adoption event, even if you just want to come down and say hello, I'll be at the thrift store, so will Haley. That's 2450 West Walnut Street. Or if you want to come check out the animals that we have up for adoption, or even just look at the building, you
Yeah,
can come
we'll
to our
have the building
building.
open and you can walk around.
And that's 2101 West. Just remember Walnut Street.
Okay.
If you're on Walnut Street, you'll see us first, and then you see the thrift store, and you'll see everything
Yeah.
animal related between here and Jonesboro
Yep.
within the first tenth of a mile. So you cannot miss it. But with that said, enjoy your Black Friday shopping. Make sure you stay safe out there and watch the foods that you give your animals. But we will see you guys next week. Same time, same place, 9 a.m. on Friday.
Be there or be square.
And please enjoy the week and keep those animals safe.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Bye.